The TV relationship that I chose for this speech is from the TV show The Good Place between the main character Eleanor and her soulmate Chidi. On Earth, when Eleanor was alive, she was considered a bad person. So when she died, she went to the good place, but she knew she didn't belong there. When she got there, she was set up in a house with her soulmate, who is the exact opposite of her. He is a philosophy professor when he was on Earth, and his whole existence is about being morally good. After getting to know each other, Chidi takes pity on Eleanor and decides to help her uh, make herself be good to fit in the good place, to earn her place there. Um, they are exact opposites. So in the beginning, Eleanor's communication was avoidant, and she would yell until they started to trust each other and she was able to communicate and eventually falling in love with him. On page 15 of our text, it states, in impersonal relationships, we don't reveal much about ourselves, but in interpersonal relationships, we feel more comfortable sharing our thoughts and feelings. So Chidi and Eleanor tend to confide in one another, and they find out that neither one of them are perfect. Chidi, in fact, on Earth was indecisive. He was always thinking about the morally right thing to do, and oftentimes he could just never make a decision, leaving his friends and family to get mad at him. He actually died because he couldn't make a decision and was crushed by an air conditioner. In page 280 of our text, it states that research suggests that attraction to partners who have complementary temperaments might be rooted in biology. Individuals, for instance, are often likely to be attracted to each other when one partner is dominant and the other is passive. In this instant, Eleanor would be dominant and Chidi is passive. This relationship was built on trust. They were friends first, and then it became intimate. And towards the end of the show, their relationship, I would say, was 10 out of 10 because they were able to communicate effectively. They went on to actually going to heaven, the actual good place. In an article on investorsbook.com called What is Effective Communication, it says that attitudinal differences at times, people are resistant to understand change or change their mind when they have set their views on a particular topic. Their attitude obstructs meeting the purpose of communication. Chidi and Eleanor, they have mutual respect for each other, and that's what makes their communication effective. And they start to help other people in their predicaments in the show. From the beginning to the end, you see how they would fight and bicker, and she would hide things from him, and then later on they were able to come together and solve problems, and they were learning to communicate effectively all the way to the end. On Coursera.org, there's an article called What is Effective Communication, and it states, effective communication is the process of exchanging ideas, thoughts, opinions, knowledge, and so that the message is received and understood with clarity and purpose. We communicate effectively both when the sender and the receiver feel satisfied.